In this video, we're going to look at adding a few more pictures in, then we're going to look at transitions and how to add sound effects and music. I'm going to go back to my folder and I'm going to grab some more pictures that I want to use. So I'm just going to click those pictures and drag them in. And a third picture there. Now you'll see how I have to scroll left and right to see what's on my timeline. To zoom in and out, just over here, I can click and drag this to zoom all the way out or to zoom in if I want to focus on the inside. So each of these pictures goes for 4 seconds and I'm just going to leave it like that for the moment. Now transitions are little changes that will happen in between items. So you can have a transition in between text, you can have a transition in between pictures. To insert a transition, on the left hand side where it says transitions, you click on that and you have a whole range of transitions. If you hover your mouse over, you'll get a preview of what that transition does. So I'm just going to grab 3 random transitions and I'm going to drag them into that middle space between the pictures. So I'm going to grab some where it's obvious. So I'm going to grab this one and this one, and I'll grab that one there. You'll notice a transition is in effect when you see those 2 little triangles, and it even says how long it goes for, 1 second. So I could enlarge that and make it go longer if I wanted. So I'm going to play the video, and you'll notice how each picture has a transition to the next. To delete a transition, simply click on it and press the delete key on your keyboard. If I double click on a transition, I can change how quick or short it is, and I can actually apply to all. So I can say I want this transition to be the same for both. So this second one is no longer a circle, it's now the same. And you'll notice it's a little bit slower because I made it 2 seconds instead of 1 second. So all your transitions are there and you simply click and drag them in between pictures. For sound effects or music, on the left hand side I'm going to go down to sound effects. Now iTunes, if you have any music in your iTunes like I do here, you will find them in the iTunes one and you can simply click and drag those in. Now obviously you have to have music in your iTunes. This will be blank if you don't have anything in there. So if I wanted music from my iTunes, I would simply click and drag it. Again, it tells me how long it goes for. 3.8 minutes is this song, and you can do all the things to this that you do to pictures. I can click, right click and say split. For instance, I want to delete the beginning of it, and I can drag it in. This little line in the middle means I can increase the volume or decrease the volume. And like our pictures, I select audio and go to the top right hand section. You will notice there are some things I can change. So I can click on the audio icon here and reduce the volume here. Lower volume of other clips. If I have 2 pieces of audio, I can say, well, I want the other audio to be lower than this one. On the next one, you have some audio settings that you might want to play around with if the audio is not good quality. We then have speed, so I can actually speed it up, slow, fast, or custom. I can even have the audio play in reverse. So that's at 2. If we go to 8, you can't even understand it. You'll also notice that it's now only 28 seconds instead of 3 minutes because we sped it up so much. If I go slower, it goes back to 1 minute and 9. If I go slow, we get the opposite effect. So the voice is very drowsy. So that's there in the speed section. And we'll go back to normal, just quickly do reverse. And the audio is running backwards. The last one is our video and audio effects. So under audio effects, you have preset effects that we can pick. So a whole bunch of different effects. Now if you want to do multiple things, you simply split the clip. So I'm going to split again, and I'm going to say on this one, I want it to go fast, 8 speed, we'll go 2 speed. On this one, I want it to go slow. And on this one, I'm going to give it an effect of pitch up, and then when we play it, we'll have 3 different effects. So you'll notice that the effects change on each different instance of my song. So I'm going to delete those. So that's iTunes. I then also have sound effects, which are built-in ones in iMovie. And all the effects we just did, we can do on the sound effects as well. So you'll see there's a whole range. There's hundreds in here. And it gives you how long they go for. So the really short ones are sound effects. You'll find some longer ones, which are like music and songs that are built in that you can use. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. I've got another 2-minute one here. I can just press play to hear what it sounds like. And again, click and drag to drag it in. So again, I can click on these, I can split the clip, and I can do all the same things I just did. I can change whatever I wish. So slow there, and audio effect, cosmic. So let's test that. And then back to normal. Now, if I have 2 pieces of audio, like I do here, I can actually, remember, go back to my effect up here, and say lower volume of other clips, and bring those other ones right down. So you can't hear it as loud in the background while they're playing. So in sound effects, we've got a whole range here that you can choose from, really short ones to long ones. And as always, you just click and drag them in.